What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Samurai rebuild. And today we're going to be working on the back half of the Samurai because when we have the spare tire on here, our license plate is blocked and we don't want to be getting pulled over. So we're going to take a piece of flat bar, bend it up, mount it right here, so our license plate will sit somewhere like this. And then after that, this 35 on here wobbles quite a bit back and forth. I'll show you more exact of why it's doing that and how we're going to hopefully solve that right after we get this license plate mounted. So this guy is going to bolt on to the top bolt there and let our license plate sit right in the spare tire. And we'll have, if we need to pull the spare, it'll be easy to pull the license plate off because it's the bolt's not behind the bracket. Now we'll just make a plate for the license plate to bolt to and weld it to this. Pretty sturdy, and what I'll end up adding later, for those of you that saw me when I did a license plate mount for the Gladiator, they have those little lights that are bolts. I'm gonna get a set of those. I like them on the Gladiator. If you're interested, I'll have a link below for those. So yeah, that's great. Now the next issue we had addressed previously, and this helped a lot. I'd already sort of fixed this earlier, but I want it better. This spare tire bounces a lot, and it was way worse before. If you go back and watch one of the older videos, this was one of the things I addressed. I put a piece of tube back to tie into this corner. Well, it still flexes mainly in the middle, so we're going to try a couple things. Now that the license plate's out of the way, there's really no reason to not put another tube from the back, the closest we can get over here to this corner. So there's a piece of round tube on here. And you can see, I don't know if I'll be able to get the right leverage to show you guys, but that whole thing is pivoting, and essentially I think what I'm going to try is we're going to put some square tube down here and weld it to here. So you have to pick it up and set it down a little, but that'll be a flat area. It'll be harder for that to rotate against this bumper. So, we're gonna give that a go as well. It'll help a lot more than this round. This round tube helps, but it can pivot with the flow. So, yeah, let's get to it. I cut that round tube off, and this is a piece of 1.5 inch square tube, and it's just tacked in right now, but it keeps that middle from being able to flex against the bumper, and it is way stronger. So triangulating this and adding that, it's helping so much. right, so while we're waiting for that paint to dry before we can put the tire back on, got a few things to address in here. First off is, never mind the wiring. We're going to get to that later. This was the battery box that was in here. It was plastic and it was just self-tapped into the bed here. So that's obviously got to go for several reasons. Yeah, so we're going to get rid of that. And was going to build a battery tray, but picked up this little guy on Amazon. I really like the look of it. It's aluminum. Super nice. So let's drill our 4 holes and get that mounted and make this battery a little bit more secure. You don't want this thing flying around while you're out there on the trail. All right, here's what we got going on with the battery. It looks pretty good, and I would have liked to have tucked it over in the corner more, but fuel pump and filter underneath for drilling holes, this is kind of where we had to put it. We're going to clean up that wiring in another video. It's going to be probably a whole video on just wiring for this whole thing, but this battery is nice and secure. We can get to it easily, so we'll cover that in another video. I'll also cover what I'm going to end up doing for these holes. Cover that in another video, so don't worry about that. All right, well, as you guys can see, it does move a little. It's way better than what it was. It's kind of funny since this is my second time improving it. Yeah, but that is a lot better. It's sort of hard when you have a thing that mounts at 2 points to keep it from having some sort of movement, because there's all that leverage. So you would need, if you've seen those tire carriers that have like 2 points on each side, so 4 total, that is a lot stronger. But this will do. This will do nicely for what we need. Going on a really long trip, or I'm worried for some reason, at any point in time I can put a ratchet strap up to the cage just to help hold it up. But I would not be worried about this. A little bit of movement. It's like I said, it's really hard to get away from the movement with this style of design. So at least I have that peace of mind now, though, that it's going to shake a little, but it's not like it's going to break and fall off. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Samurai Rebuild. If you guys are this far in the video and you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button. I do all sorts of build, install, review, trail runs, everything. If you like sort of dirt everyday style stuff, it's kind of what I'm going for. I just don't always get to do the building and the wheeling in one episode, but hey, I got well over 100 uploads, and I'm just going to keep cranking them out. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.